feature Friday.
The freshest.
Round 2, baby.
Let's go.
Really interesting. Let's have a look. Obviously, we'll revisit some of the acts that we have reviewed. So obviously, one of them has been SSERAFIM. A ton of reels have gone viral as well, comparing both, like week 1 and week 2. We obviously had a very lengthy conversation regarding all of this, so I'm very intrigued. Let's have a look first at the fan cams.
Also, I'm actually really intrigued because it was so spoken about worldwide that I want to see what the management actually, the course of actions will
also,
be now.
nerves are a bit, they're a bit more settled now. You've already done this. The Titan is not as big as it seems anymore. There's no monsters in your, there's no monster in your closet. Yeah, so let's give it a watch. This is a very big deal. So.
I read that it was more packed the second weekend. Yeah.
But ironically enough, they got a bunch of press, didn't they?
They did. So I guess that saying of like there's no bad press really goes a long way.
Well, if they do well now.
Yeah. Pressure. Sick band, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you could make an argument that the pressure's worse now.
Oh, definitely. Aha! Yes, sir.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. This is so good.
I love that live band, bro. I don't know who they were, but they fucking murdered.
No, and that arrangement. Oh my God.
Smart that, mate, no?
Ooh!
Look at that shit.
Unforgiven.
Can I hear you scream louder, week 2?
Hey, yo. Yes. I'll check my fucking ass.
That's a sick intro, not gonna lie. Oh, they have layers on this week, so...
They have a split this weekend.
Yeah, good layers, though.
Nice, that was good use of
Other layers,
production and layers.
Production.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad that they have backed it up.
Gives it more girth.
This is similar to what Blackpink did on her first Coachella performance.
They had a very...
In terms of production,
yeah. They had a very favorable split and good management with layers.
And they're also not going as full on with the choreo. Can you see they're pulling back a little bit more?
Good, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
They'll have their moment to go super hard.
Of course. I think they're gonna push it towards the end of the set.
Yeah, why didn't we do this the first week?
Yeah, why didn't we do this? I still stand by saying that they're a sick performance, though.
Whoa! If the vocals would have been fire, or they would have been just average in the first week, everyone would have been saying, like, mate, what a fucking show. Because as performers, they're actually a joke.
Yeah. But there are vocalists too, so there's the point of argument.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, weirdly enough,
they're marketed as vocalists.
Weirdly enough, I think that was one of the few times like most of the internet was correct.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like most of the people, like their criticisms were like, we've been sold a standard. We wish to hear the same that we get fucking in a studio or somewhat similar. Look at other K-pop groups. Look at other standards. Why do we have to accept this? There's also some issues with training. Over there, those labels. There's some issues with and I was like, just reading the comments. I'm like, fuck,
They actually got a point.
Everyone's basically got it correct.
It's like, wow, listen to this.
Yeah.
Intelligent conversations.
Oh, especially in our comments. I don't know anyone else. Yeah, huge stage presence.
Sick.
Very big personalities. And also, with a big amount of pressure right now. So
awesome band.
Yeah.
The band makes such a difference.
Yeah, that bass player is so tight.
Yeah, with the drummer, they're like married, bro.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Really nice opening.
I like that. The opening was solid.
Very strong.
Strong vocals, strong layering. It's nice.
Just a good show.
Yeah, a good show for sure.
I love it.
Yeah, like how do you do that?
Live.
Like you cannot.
You gotta use the fucking track, bro.
Use the track. Use the track. Yeah, of course.
I want to see because this song. I mean, what can you expect live?
I freaking love that song.
Wlsk is one of Waleska's favorite songs live. But it's like, what do you do? Best man. Okay, so let's have a look at obviously week 1 and then this week now.
Back-to-back comparison, I guess.
Yep. Chill one. Oh, so
yeah, you see, that's where the layers are actually okay used.
So I wonder how many people actually clock this, because it happened a lot, and this is some labels are way better than others at this. I don't know if that's because they just do it more often, so then their fans get used to that, and then they're not able to catch when it's happening as much, because that's sort of what my theory is. But there's a bunch of groups that everyone sort of regards as like incredible vocalists that actually they're pretty average, but they just split, and production-wise, they're a lot better than everyone else.
They have good production, and they have a good team that understands what they can deliver in a live environment and how to aid them in that process.
Yeah, but people hold them to
doing so much.
But people hold them to the same standards as like a Big Mama or a Mama Moo, and it's like,
You're
no, man.
not a vocalist like that.
They're not. They're just not, because that's not who they are. And that's fine.
That's fine.
Because
that's okay.
the live product that you got fucking served, mate.
And
but
this is a good example of what production and team and great management can actually allow a group to
that's
achieve.
Good. She sang. There was also some layers. There's also some splits. Happy days.
And they're able to then settle into the actual performing part of this.
So that's a split, vocal split. What was so impressive? What was so surprising? This week 1 had 0 split.
0, bro. There wasn't even like a freaking backing track with nothing.
That is so unheard of for singers that dance so much.
Yeah. Yeah, they had no help in week 1. 0. Also, I feel I have this slight inclination to say that there was also
some
help,
pitch correction there. Yeah.
In the
I think in the second one there's some pitch correction.
Yeah,
I think that sounded more like a vocal split to me. The previous singing line did sound like it had pitch correction. I think so that had no pitch correction. I think also some of them, so like different members have different splits, which is very normal.
It's normal.
So then when they come onto the unison singing phrases, you can really tell who has more favorite splits towards the track, who has more favorite splits towards their mic.
Also, you have to take into consideration because they're settled, they're a little bit less of agitated in the breath.
Yep.
And so they don't sound so girthy and so out of breath in week 1. So they're a little bit more settled.
Less nerves, it seems, as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because what you're hearing in that first clip. You see, I think
way more compressed, way more.
Yeah, I think that you were working with microphones that were tailored for each member on like week 1, which I think everybody had the same gain, everybody had the same amount of like of presence in the soundboard, in the desk, and I think that's where sound engineering actually comes to shine the best in live performances when it comes to pop music. When you get performances like week 2, and you're like, wow, what a show, because it actually aided the performers too.
That's what I wanna get. 스마트, baby, 스마트. 하늘 보며 우리 불을 지펴도 활활활. 우리 불을 지펴도 활활활.
I mean, people have to notice that, don't they? How much of a vocal split that one is.
What are people saying in these comments? What are people saying
They just did so much better, which I agree.
Definitely. But you see, I don't think they did any better.
Yeah, that,
I don't think
actually, that's
here's the
arguable.
argument.
I
don't think they did any better than week 1. They
it's just better production
had better
here.
production this week.
Better vocal splits, more sort of aid in the sections in which
They
you
had
know.
help this week, which I think, what a crime. Why didn't this happen week 1?
Which then annoys me even more at their management and the people that
Yes.
had control of this, because
Why
all
did
of
you
this
have
could have
to
been
wait?
avoided, you dickheads.
Why did you have to wait for the controversy, for all the headlines to say, SSERAFIM
Can't
sucks?
sing or whatever.
Come
And
on.
it's like, mate, they're decent singers, but it's like what you're asking to do is like you want an Andrea Bocelli whilst also being able to dance smarter, and it's like, what are you,
Twerking,
nuts?
Come on, man, that's impossible.
And here's the counter argument, right? We obviously saw ATs. Oh, by the way, they got blocked. That's why I'm so apprehensive of checking like actual stream stuff and not fan cam, because then we can't do the reviews. But ATs did fantastic, right? There was some very obvious adjustments that ATs had to make.
And we said it on that video.
Yeah, Jung-ho.
Each member had specific needs met
Yep.
on terms of sound production. That not everybody had the same level of gain. Not everybody had the same level of aid and layers and playback. Everybody had specific requirements met for that performance.
Also, like, if you look at Jung-ho, right? Jung-ho is a world-class singer. That's what he does. He's also a good dancer, but he's a world-class singer. So then it's like, fine. Some of the things he might be able to do, other idols, other singers, other artists from all over the world may not be able to do the same, because you're different. And you can't just be comparing yourself to everyone else. You just gotta do what you do. And I thought, why not just do this? If they, like, the girls can obviously sing, they can obviously dance, outstanding stage presence. Like that's why they have the bigger stage, and people were looking forward to it and stuff. But yeah, this just makes me even more annoyed at sort of the team. She keeps saying that.
Yeah.
Such an attractive like performance to look at, like.
Yeah, that's a good performance, damn.
Yeah, fine. I'm just annoyed that why didn't management just decide to do this in the first week?
Why did we have to wait for the freaking world to crumble?
Because it's like, what would have been the criticism there? Is, they have a split. It's like, mate, so does every fucking one that you've ever heard. You should have said it with the French accent.
What you looking at? But if they do, it's cool. I got another sip of phone.
That's gonna be funny.
Isn't she so young? She's like 17 or something.
Yeah, I think
Bloody
she
hell.
is, yeah.
You know, look at those layers, man. Look at the
Yeah,
depth.
come on. Let's talk about it. Yeah, that's the way it should be. I'm actually so pressed at the team.
Yeah, no, but look, a split. Maybe that's interesting, right? Maybe people sort of misunderstand what a vocal split is in comparison to like having a backtrack. Like the reason why it's called a vocal split is like it is having a backing track playing in the back with the singing lines that you're meant to be doing, but it is at a different gain. I think I explained this during a live stream. It's like obviously still kind of hear my voice, right? So I am singing, but if the music's playing, I can still speak over the music. And I can still sing, and in specific moments I go louder, and in specific moments I go quiet. It's a matter of like equalizing. One of the strongest moments of the split, right? Also, this is like very common all across Korean television, especially in the Korean music shows and the live showcases and stuff, where the split basically means your mic is 20% on, and the music it's 80% on with the singing voices that you're meant to be doing. So you have a vocal split. The reason why we're saying a favorable vocal split is that it's probably like 60-40 in this case, and because it is a live show, a 60-40 either towards the girls or it could be towards the music. It probably shifts.
I think it shifts in throughout
all across the songs. But if you think that was 100% them singing, that's incorrect. 100% of them singing sounded like week one. And you have to understand that even your favorite singers, even at world class level, there are moments where that's just impossible to do because sonic space is really hard to fill out. Like I would recommend everyone just go watch like the difficulty of actually equalizing sound in like these big stadiums and these bigger sort of shows. It's very difficult, and it's never gonna sound sort of exactly the same. However, the reason why we like K-pop and we like other sort of pop industries is because what's happened in the West, unfortunately, is that especially in the urban scene, even in the Afrobeat music scene and stuff, it's a lot of these artists just essentially go there and basically fucking plug their phone into into the mix, and then
they proceed to shout over it.
Yeah, and you're like, what the fuck? This is not live music. This is something else.
It's not even a show.
So the girls are way above that sort of level, which is why we like to do reviews of this stuff. Now, again, it's not a backing track per se, or they're not lip syncing, because the fear of people is that, oh, backing track, and then immediately their mind goes into those big scandals, the Britney Spears scandals back in the day, the fucking who else was that used to lip sync, and they all got caught from the early 2000s. So people sort of have PTSD from that, and then they go lip syncing, backing track, that's wrong, and it's like no, they're not lip syncing, mate.
But the engineering, the sound engineering,
it's
of
just
things,
better.
They just coming into play.
They
and
had a
aiding
vocal
the
split here in the previous one they did.
Yeah.
Which allows them to do things like that, right? So specifically in different songs, they know because of rehearsal runs and stuff like that, which song you're gonna have a very favorable vocal split. And also technology is getting so good where it's like, depending on the singing phrases that she's singing, that can get picked up, and that's when the layers come on and that's when they come off, and it's like really, really cool in that certain aspect.
It is.
But it is a live show. This isn't them cheating the system. They're not. They actually sing it. It seems the camera was better, right? The smoke was good, yeah, good. Oh, forget what I said. Fuck me.